With the start of December 2025, we couldn't be happier to be able to release the Tim Holtz Snowflake Rosette die set. This is a special offer gift with purchase with $30 of any Tim Holtz branded product while supplies last. The Snowflake Rosette is spectacular. When it's completed, it measures about 3 inches by 4 inches, so it's perfect for card making and other projects. There are 3 dies. There is the rosette with those embossed lines. There's also a centerpiece that can be used on the front or back, and also a snowflake. And when you've completed your snowflake, you get a multi-dimensional snowflake. You can use this on a card or even for home decor or an ornament on your tree. I've tried this with many cardstocks, but Simon Says Stamp has come out with some thin papers, and they are in tones that you'll love for your snowflake in blues, grays, and also 3 different shades of white. To get the most out of your paper, Tim Holtz has come up with a brilliant design on how to cut your 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. I'll leave this diagram here for you so you can stop the video and take a screenshot and save the image for later, but I'm going to show you how to cut your paper. So I'm starting with my paper sitting horizontal in my trimmer, and I'm going to measure this to 2¼ inches, and it is marked down at the bottom, and once I'm ready I can trim the first piece off. Now I'll feed my paper back in, and again I'll position this to another 2¼ and trim again. I'll do the same thing once more, measuring at 2¼ on this edge. Next, I'll turn the smaller piece or the leftover piece on its side, and again, I'll cut 2¼ to start off with, and move my paper and slide it back in for another 2¼ measurement. And once I've returned my paper to my trimmer, I will cut a final 2¼ from the smaller piece. I'll put these long strips together and make sure that they're evenly matched, and then I'll place this into my trimmer, and I'm going to cut at 4¼ So now what we end up with are several pieces that are exactly the same size, perfect for cutting our snowflake rosette. Each rosette will require 3 of these pieces of paper, so a full sheet of paper will give you 3 rosettes in total. And now for the die cutting. I have my cutting mat on my glass mat here, and I'm going to place my die face down, and it's at a slight angle so that I won't have any hard edges cutting when I move this through my die cut machine. Once I've die cut, it easily removes from the paper and cuts nice and clean. You can flick your paper to do your weeding. Once you've had this die cut up close, I hope you can see that it does give you those embossed lines, so you'll know how to fold this. Depending on the weight of the paper that you use, it will be easier or a little more difficult to get your folds. I find that this Simon Says Stamp thinner paper is just perfect to pinch together. If you have a more difficult paper or something that's a little bit thinner, you can use a straight edge or even an edge of a stamping block and just press the paper onto the line. But since this paper is so easy, I'm just going to go down the line of this rosette and give it a pinch with my fingers. Now I have all 3 of my papers in their folded state, and I'm going to start gluing edges together. So I'm going to glue the left edge of the one over the right edge of the other, and I'm using the Simon Says Stamp craft glue because this glue dries super fast with a strong hold. So I'm going to add glue to the entire end piece, and then I can set the next piece right on top and line up the holes in the top and bottom. And next I'll do the third piece, gluing it to that first and second piece, and again adding my glue and lining it up. With the paper having its memory of a fold, now we can start doing our accordion folds. So with each of those folds, I'm going to go back and forth until I have the entire length folded. And I'm not pressing on any of those upper parts. I'm just concentrating on the base of the rosette. And once we have our folding complete, we can glue the end to the end to create the circle for our rosette. I'll add some glue to this end, and I'll bring the other end around and set it right on top, making sure that everything's aligned before the glue sets. I have my hot glue gun ready, and also I put a piece of grip mat down on my surface so that I can work with the glue directly on my glass mat. Next, I want to start pinching the accordion part together, and I'm going to spread out the bottom part, and I'm just going to use my fingers a little bit until this pops down in place. And you can straighten out your snowflake once you get started. And it's okay if it looks a little wonky while you're getting everything together. And then I can add a dollop of hot glue onto my grit mat. And now I can lift up my rosette and place it right onto my grip mat where that hot glue is. So now I want to hold this in place until that glue sets up. And if you do have your cute little tongs from Simon Says Stamp, once you get everything spread out the way you'd like, you can add your tongs as a little bit of a pressure to hold that down in place until that glue cools. And when it's ready, it'll pop right off your grip mat. So once I turn this over, I'm going to add one of the circular pieces from the die set, and I've chosen just the same color. So this is the little circle, and I'm going to be using the Simon Says Stamp craft glue for this, and I'm going to add the glue just around in a circle at the center and place that circle right in the center so that finishes off the back side. For the front side, I've cut the snowflake, and I've used some of the Tim Holtz shimmer paper that I had in my stash. And for this, I'm going to add the craft glue to the back of the snowflake. And once I have my glue capped, I can place this right center onto the front of my snowflake. And if you'd like, you can press and fold all of those ends. Some people like to have them flat. I like to have them pressed down a little bit. It gives the snowflake a lot of durability. And this next step is optional, of course. I've used some glossy accents on my grip mat. I'm also using the Rock Candy Chunky Glitter for this, and I have a Ranger paintbrush. I'm just going to dip into the glossy accents and paint directly into those valleys of the snowflake. I won't be doing the complete snowflake in one shot, but once I have enough of the glossy accents, I can start to sprinkle in my Rock Candy Chunky Glitter, and I do use a coffee filter to catch all the excess. And when I'm done, I have a beautifully sparkly snowflake rosette. The Simon Says Stamp metallic cord is perfect to add a string if you'd like to hang these on your tree. So I hope these tips and tricks were really helpful for you on how to assemble your snowflake rosette. I hope you have fun doing your shopping for Tim Holtz products of $30 or more to receive your snowflake rosette as a free gift with purchase while supplies last. Thanks for watching.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at SimonSaysStamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.